So pull up a chair. I'm going to show you something that most people think takes a dev team and a seed round. It doesn't. It takes 6 minutes in a browser. By the time we're done, you'll have deployed a live token on Ethereum. Real contract, real address, real supply. And you'll understand why the people still paying $5,000 for token launch services are getting absolutely robbed. Here's the thing most people miss about tokens. The hard part isn't the code. The hard part isn't even the deployment. The hard part is everything that comes after, and I'll get to that. But the actual launch, it's almost embarrassingly simple, which makes it genuinely funny watching people overcomplicate it. Let me show you. Step 1. Open remix.ethereum.org. This is the same environment Uniswap was built on. Aave 2. It looks like a cockpit, and honestly, that's kind of the point. You're not browsing anymore, you're building. Click Create New File. You'll see a blank document. This white space, this is where financial instruments are born. Name it whatever you want. Let's go with Vanguard.sol. Hit enter. That .sol extension, that's your badge. You just went from holding bags to creating them. Step 2, the transformation. Click the S icon on the left. That's the Solidity compiler. Here's where I watch beginners burn money every single week. The compiler version has to match what's in your code. Mismatch, transaction fails. You pay gas for nothing. It's the dumbest way to lose ETH, and I see it constantly. Set it to 0.8.20. Click compile vanguard.sol. Green checkmark appears. And just like that, your idea is bytecode. Your token exists in a deployable state. That moment never gets old. Step 3. This is where it gets real. Click Deploy and run transactions. Set environment to injected provider. Connect MetaMask. Now you're armed. Before we launch, you need to define your token's DNA. 4 variables. Don't overthink it, but don't sleep on it either. Name, Vanguard, Apex, Sovereign. Pick something that lands when someone sees it in their wallet. Symbol, VNGR, Apex. 3 to 5 characters. Aggressive, memorable. This is your ticker. Total supply, 1 million if you want exclusivity, 1 billion if you're playing the mass adoption game. You're the central bank here. Choose like one. Decimals, set to 18. This is not a creative choice. Just do it. Everyone does. There's a reason. Now, critical warning, pay attention here because this is where I see projects die. The blockchain is hostile. Not metaphorically, literally. One wrong character, one missing access control, and your contract gets drained by a bot at 3 a.m. No reversal, no refund, no customer support line to call. This is the invisible mistake I mentioned. Most people launch, it works for 3 days, they think they're geniuses, then some MEV bot vacuums them to 0 while they're sleeping. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. That's why I built pre-audited contract templates, armor for the war. More on that in a second. Step 4, launch sequence, wallet connected, parameters set, compiler matched, double check your gas balance, everything green, click deploy, MetaMask pops up, gas fee, total cost. This is the moment where most people freeze. It feels real because it is real. You're not a tourist here. Confirm, a transaction hash appears. 15 to 45 seconds later, that hash confirms. Your token exists, live, permanent, public, immutable. Okay, wait. Every time I see that happen, I have to pause. You just created an asset from nothing. No board approval, no SEC filing, no investor pitch deck. 6 minutes and $12 in gas. If that doesn't hit you differently, you're not paying attention. Step 5. Take what's yours, scroll down to deployed contracts, copy the 0x address. That's your contract address. Your token's coordinates on the blockchain. Go to MetaMask, Assets tab, Import Tokens, paste the address. Click Add. Confirm. Now look at your wallet, your ticker, your supply, your name. You created a financial instrument from scratch. That's not nothing. But here's where I need to be honest with you because I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. A token without liquidity is a closed loop. A token without a community is a monument nobody visits. A token without a strategy is just dormant code taking up block space. Launching is phase 1. It's the easiest part. And honestly, that should tell you something about the people charging $5,000 for it. Phase 2 is where the actual game starts. Building a tribe. Liquidity that doesn't get sniped. Narrative architecture that makes people want to buy and hold. Volume mechanics. Community entry points. The exact sequence that takes a project from 0 to 6 figures. That's the full operating system, and that's what I actually do. Think about where all of this is going. In 12 months, the idea of manually navigating token deployment with no framework will look like handwriting HTML in 2026. But if you want the full operating system, the pre-audited contracts, the liquidity playbooks, the strategies that are already running for people doing 5 to 10K daily, come find me. Links in the description. You just crossed a threshold. 6 minutes ago, you were refreshing charts, waiting on someone else's signal. Now you have a contract address. Now you understand the machine. Now you're the signal. I'm Wolver. The forge is lit. Come build something.